I mean, let's see. I want to talk about fears and and respecting your fears and the things that revolve around being afraid. And to me, you gotta respect your fears because it's still a level of the unknown that you gotta face, and the outcome might not be in your favor. And you gotta, what I'm saying, you gotta be able, what I'm saying, to listen to your gut feeling because, what I'm saying, your gut feeling might be telling you something, and then and then it could be telling you and be warning you. It could be a warning, or like your angels telling you to pretty much to keep things in check and watch what you're doing or whatever because you don't want to go head first into any situation, especially that you know is going to be a rough outcome. You're supposed to think things through, and you're supposed to have, what I'm saying, a steady pace about how you go about yourself. So you don't want to rush into anything. You want to be able to think through. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to assess your situation and get to know the facts and the fundamentals of what you're getting involved into, before you initiate any action. And that's the best way to do it because the outcome is, like I said, it's uncertain. So you got to be able to prepare for what's next, and by doing that, you might miss out on something, and it may not, and it may have turned out good. But I mean, just knowing that you didn't take a risk and then you didn't lose out on what you had. You know what I'm saying? Chasing after something else that that possibly could have been or possibly couldn't. So you just gotta really, you just really gotta assess the situation and think about it thoroughly, before you act on anything, you know. And being afraid and being afraid, that's everybody goes through that, So you just gotta fight through it. I mean, sometimes you gotta face it, but the best way, what I'm saying, is to really think things through because it's always a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? It's always something you haven't thought of, and you know and that's the best way to handle. But I mean, some people, have all type of different fears or whatever. But you know, I mean, but it's just how you handle it, man. Because if you can push through it and make it through that next day, then that means those fears that you faced, and those fears that you had to go through, it just seemed like nothing after you really went through it and after you just soldiered through it. So I mean, you just gotta, you know, you gotta work it out. You gotta fight it through. So that's the best way to do it, you know. But I was looking up on the internet about, I want to see a video that explains, the topic of respecting your fears, and I thought I should touch on it, because I feel like it is important, but we all want to fight our fears. We all want to face our fears, what I'm saying, at some point in our life because that is a test, what I'm saying, that you better than before, what I'm saying, you're more confident of yourself, and by facing your fears, that's breaking down, what I'm saying, that's breaking down those barriers that was pretty much holding you back, and I mean, but it is certain fears that you gotta respect, what I'm saying, because it's bigger than you, and you gotta just really think it through and find different options. But that's pretty much what I want to say. Peace.